I'm Mark Saxon, and this is Back to the Drawing Board, and let's have some Friday night beers. Much needed, as I'm feeling beat up from the feet up and tore up from the floor up. As we're gonna get right into it, dude. We're just gonna go right to the NBA as the Celtics just absolutely got embarrassed. A 38-point loss. I felt like we carried some momentum coming back from Boston into this game six. I don't understand it. I mean, and here's the thing: the Celtics fans that are going to try and blame this series loss on Jason Tatum going down, I feel like is a cop out. Don't get me wrong. Huge piece of the team. I'm not saying that he's not. However, we've proven we can win plenty of games without him. We've proven we won when we won the other night by 27 points. That being said, just a few stats. And like I said, I mean, just starting off absolutely atrocious. Where we did lose is the normal Celtics play where you live and die with the fucking three ball. Heaving up shot, heaving up shot, heaving up shot, heaving up shot. I mean, if they're not hitting, boys, we gotta do something else. And they just didn't. They just absolutely did not. I mean, 31 for 86. I believe in the first half, or in the first half, we were 3 for 17 from 3 point land. It's unacceptable. I mean, just the Jalen Brown had 20 points. He was our lead scorer tonight. Fouled out in the third. I mean, he was 8 for 20 from and 3 for 9 from 3 point land. Horford, he was well, no, I'm sorry. Pritchard was next with 11 points. He was 5 for 10, 1 for 4 from 3 point land. Not terrible. Horford, 10 points, 4 for 7, 4 for 7 field goals. Sorry, those first stats were all field goals. 2 for 4 from 3 point land. I mean, I don't understand. White was 3 from 11 field goals, 2 and 8 from 3 point land. Just absolutely atrocious shooting tonight. We're shooting our 3 pointers tonight. We're 29.3% conversion rating, just absolutely awful. And I mean, here's the thing: I'm not trying to knock the Knicks dick in the dirt by any means. The Knicks got hot at the right time. Brunson got hot at the right time. Hart got hot at the right time. Um, and a boy and an Obi got hot at the right time. Towns and I mean they all got hot at the right time. On the bench, they only had 20 points, but it's because their starters did work. We forced our bench to play. I mean, completely disappointed in an overall fashion, just overwhelmingly bad. Let's move on as the Knicks punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pacers, proving me wrong. I thought the Cavs would do it. I thought it was going to be Boston and Cleveland, or Cleveland, if you will, Eastern Conference Final. Didn't happen. T Wolves taking it to the Warriors like I thought. Now a big important game seven between the Nuggets and the Thunder. Nuggets forcing a game seven. Jokic doing work like he's known to do. Going in on Saturday afternoon into OKC, into some very unfriendly confines. I don't know. I don't know, dude. This is up in the air. I want the Nuggets to win just because of what they've done, but I think the Thunder are going to take it. Think the Thunder are going to take it. It's all going to really depend on, I mean, letting your stars do star things, right? You got to see what Jokic is going to do. Got to see what Shai is going to do. I mean, those are the guys that you're going to need to show out, and we'll see what the defense does to respond. So moving along to MLB. Folks, some historic news. Now, I understand This has been talked about for a few days, but I definitely want to touch on it. Uh, R.I.P. Pete Rose, the Hit King legend, the late Hit King legend, was forgiven by MLB, and I said it, and plenty of episodes past that the league would forgive him after he died, and lo and behold, here it comes. I think, I think this is still shitty. Good for Pete Rose, good for the family of Pete Rose and his children to be able to see the ban lifted, and great things come to Pete Rose's way. Obviously, well deserved. For the people who don't think Pete Rose deserves that, you're dead wrong. Oh, he bet on baseball. It was a cardinal sin. He bet to win. I'm not saying it was right. I'm saying he didn't throw any games. He was a player manager, which means for you folks that don't understand baseball, he managed an entire roster and played the game at the same time while breaking records. And the main record still holds, amongst others, I'm sure, but the main record still holds of the most hits. So, I mean, Manfred, I believe, is the worst commissioner since Fick. Um, I think that baseball has failed its fans, but he had to do this. Now, there was a plethora of people that got forgiven, but the next one I want to talk about is Shoeless Joe Jackson, the 1919 Black Sox, if you will. For those of you who don't know, the 1919 Black Sox is what they were referred to after they threw that World Series. Shoeless Joe Jackson amongst one of those players. Everybody always thought this was controversial because Shoeless Joe had phenomenal numbers in that series, even though it was recorded that some of the players did agree to take money to lose. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna touch on this. Now, this to me is not a player who threw the game or who threw the series, let alone one game. A team high in that World Series of a 375 batting average, 12 hits, 6 ribbies, the only home run in the series, 3 doubles, 2 stolen bases, and 0 errors. How is that man ever being accused of throwing the game? This is 100 years too late. Over 100 years too late, in my opinion. Once again, another example how baseball has failed us as fans. But I'm glad that that they finally got their due. It is right; they were forgiven. That being said, let's move on to some standings. Congratulations, Shoeless Joe. Congratulations, Pete Rose. Y'all belong in the hall, and I hope that comes shortly. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. Let's go back to some baseball, huh? In the American League East, the Yankees getting a 26-18 record in first place right now, 5 ahead of both Boston and Toronto, 6 ahead of Tampa. And what I didn't see coming, 10.5 over Baltimore. Absolutely crazy. I mean, Baltimore was one of those teams I thought for sure was going to be in the thick of it. I mean, a lot of baseball left. I'm not knocking them. It is what it is. I also thought it was pretty cool. Now, I hate any New York team. I'm from the West Coast, so any New York team is shit to me. I did think it was funny, though. As Juan Soto enters Yankee Stadium in his Mets uniform, the entire crowd stands up and turns around to show them their back as they gave him the ultimate disrespect. I love it. I love it, New York Yankees fans. I think you nailed it. You guys embraced him. You took him in. He wanted downtown Queens. He wanted the Bronx. He wanted Staten Island all in his contract. Um, I believe one of the reports is that he wanted a personal suite for his family. They didn't even fucking give Jeter that. Soto wanted too much, and they gave him the boot, and I couldn't agree more. Good on the Yankees. Good on Yankees fans for letting him feel it. Let's go on to the Central. Nobody saw this coming, right? The Tigers, the big city kitties from Detroit, letting a motherfucker know something. 30-15, the best record in baseball. The first team to reach 30 wins this season. They are on absolute fire. In first place, Guardians behind them 4.5. Twins 5 back, and I called for the Twins to win that division. Thanks for proving me wrong. In the West, you got Seattle 23-19, Texas 24-21, only a half game back. I did pick Texas to win. Definitely did not snub Seattle, as they're definitely possible. Houston behind them, game and a half. The Athletics, this is huge. Playing 500 ball for the first time since, I don't know, the Obama administration. 2 games back. And the Angels carrying the caboose. 6 games back. Now let's go to the National League. The Mets, 28-17, playing some decent ball. I called for Philly to win that division. They're only 2 games back at 25-18. Braves fans, I told you, don't hit the panic button. Relax. You guys are now only 5 games back at 23-22, finally over 500 as of tonight anyway. Washington and Miami in the basement trying to argue about who sucks more. Central, you got the Cubs in first place, which, hey, I told you guys the Cubs would be dangerous. I did not think that the Cubs would be in first, as I called for the Brew Crew. St. Louis in second, 1 game back. Cincy, 4.5 back. Milwaukee, 5 back. And Pittsburgh in the basement at 10.5 back. Now, the best division in baseball. The Los Angeles Dodgers in first place at 29-15. And here's the thing, with that roster, what they're paying everybody, they're not impressing me. I don't think they're impressing anybody. I mean, frankly, it really is not. It's overwhelmingly average for that kind of a team. It's kind of, I don't know, it's crazy to me how mediocre, if you will, that roster's playing. Shohei, only a 310 average, 15 dingers, 28 ribbies. You're not on me, right? I mean, those are good numbers. But this was the team that was supposed to like go 162-0 or some bullshit. Not impressed. My San Diego Padres, 27-15, only 1 game back. The Giants, Los Gigantes, right there, 25-19, 4 games back. And the Diamondbacks, 23-21, 6 games back. For your reminder, I'm still calling for the Padres to win this division. Anything can happen. And who cares about the Rockies? As they are 7-36 out of 40 games. They haven't even won 10. Sorry, 43 games, whatever it is. They haven't even won 10. Awful. Absolutely atrocious. Be embarrassed. Let's go to the NHL. Stars looking to close tomorrow. Make Believes tying it tonight, 3-3, as they have won in Florida to bring the series even, going back to Toronto Sunday evening, as that's it, do or die, win or cry game. And same with the Jets looking to force a game 7. I don't think they will. I think Dallas closes it out. In a Dallas fashion where they take control. And I say Dallas Oilers, and I'm taking the Panthers in very unfriendly confines where they're going to win on the road to play the Hurricanes, who snuck their way in my opinion. Not through that series. Through that series, they won 4-1. I mean, snuck their way through, as in nobody. I don't think anybody after Ovi's season saw him doing a 2 and barbecue, if you will. And that's exactly what had happened. So congratulations to the Hurricanes. I see them playing the Panthers and the Oilers playing the Stars. Let's move it along to UFC. Some good news. Well, I think it's good news. I think it's fantastic news, as Islam Makhachev, Izzy, on the move, After Bilal's loss, which was a crazy fight. Good on Jack Madalena for getting it done. Um, Congratulations, Jack, on the win. I watched that fight. I mean, he just bullied Bilal. Bilal could not go in and do his tactician moves, which I did call for Bilal to win. I thought he could get in there, manhandle him, kind of direct which way the fight was going to go. Absolutely couldn't do that. Jack stayed in his kitchen. So congratulations. But now, Islam moving up. Taporia, Charlie Olives. Congratulations for a shot at the belt. Love Charlie Olives. Charles Oliveira, every time I think his ass is getting whooped and he's down and out, this man comes back. This man comes back and finds a way. Always finds a way. Taporia always a tough opponent, but I think Charlie Olives has this in the bag. But here's the more important thing, folks, right? This opens up the entire door for that entire division, that entire lightweight division. And because for the longest time, I said, I don't know if anybody could beat Makachev in that division. And wow, it just opens it up. So you got Armand, who definitely, I think he got snubbed on a belt opportunity. I think he should be next. Whoever wins between Charlie Olives and Ilya Taporia. I think Charlie Olives wins that fight. I think Armand should get the next shot. I think Patty the Batty, which he did say that he thinks this is going to happen too. I think Patty the Batty should get a shot at Gaethje. If he wins against Gaethje, I say give him a shot at the belt. Gaethje's ranked 3, Armand's ranked 1. I mean, Max, you can't listen. Max Holloway was right there. I love Max. I love everything he does. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve a shot at that title. You throw him in the mix, and I think this is going to be fun. I think this is the funnest division in UFC right now because there's so many people that could just do damage in that division. Plus, this is my favorite time of UFC ever. I think this is the most fighters that I've rooted for. I mean, I love that entire top 5 of that lightweight division. You got Armand, Charlie Olives, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier. I mean, that top 5 is absolutely crazy. And at 6, you got Dan the Man Hooker. You got Gamrot. Gamrot's a boss. At 7, you got Patty at 8. I mean, the top 10 is Moicano at 10. Come on. This is probably the greatest division to be excited about. Not most talented, any of that. We can always argue about all those things. I think it's just going to be fun. I can't wait. Cannot wait. So let's move it on. This weekend, the ponies are back at it. And I like to gamble like a degenerate. As Preakness 2025, the Preakness stakes are here. Journalism, 8-5 odds. River Thames, 9-2 odds. Sandman, 4-1 odds. Clever again, 5-1 odds. Heart of Honor, 12-1 odds. American Promise, 15-1. Pay Billy, 20-1. And Gosker, 20-1. And listen, I'm going with the 3 that I'm going with. There's the Sandman at 4-1. American Promise at 15-1. And River Thames at 9-2. I think this is going to be a fun weekend. I cannot wait. Plenty of sports, plenty of betting, plenty of booze if you do it right. Now let's go down to my Fuck It Friday bets. As I kind of just stuck to playoffs and then baseball, and then one soccer game. So I got the Padres at -170 over the Mariners. I got the Yanks over the Mets at a -135. The Cubs over the White Sox at a -270. Red Sox over Braves at a -122. Diamondbacks over Cardinals at a -340. San Diego FC at a -180. And the Dallas Stars to close the doors on the Winnipeg Jets at a -155. And folks, $5 gets me $114.16. Can't wait. What a weekend. What a week. What a week. We've made it. Let's enjoy it. And let's enjoy that by expressing ourselves with alcohol, sports gambling, and just nothing but degenerate behaviors. Once again, I'm Mark Saxon, back to the drawing board. Thank you for joining me for yet another week.